All right, guess what? So, my understanding now is the left and the Democratic Party are trying to distance themselves from Charlie Kirk's assassination. And those who got caught celebrating and acting all happy that Charlie Kirk was murdered are now trying to deny and deflect their actions. So the side that keeps spouting the narrative that we need accountability, blah, 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 blah. Well, it sounds like that only applies to those who don't think and believe like you and don't have the same ideals as you do. That's why I can't stand you people. I can't stand you leftists, you liberals, you Democrats, because everything about you screams hypocrisy. Yeah, you are all a bunch of hypocrites. I'm I still say some of this is not totally your fault because you go to these goddamn colleges and universities where your teachers are teaching you political propaganda. They're teaching you history wrong. They're basically saying in history you should hate this country because of the way it was founded. Basically, hate yourselves, and also you're all the side that is the racist ones. Y'all are the ones that have had assassinators throughout history. You're the ones that that formed the KKK. What is it going to take to get you to walk away from the left? Also, I want to say this to the conservatives. Why did it take Charlie Kirk's death to wake you up? I was ready to fight at the first mass shootings during Joe Biden's presidency, even though he wasn't my president. They cheated him to get him in there. It was all a plot and a ploy to keep Trump from running a second term. That's why I don't believe for a moment that January 6th was President Trump's fault. And I've seen plenty of videos to show that it was Nancy Pelosi who plotted that to keep him from winning. So, the other thing I want to bring up because of the cheating is the reason is President Trump wants to get rid of mail-in ballots is because we're trying to put a stop to that shit. The cheating. So you on the left, fuck you and shut the fuck up about, oh, my rights are being taken away because of that. I don't give a fuck anymore. In fact, right now, and this is the honest I can get with you, due to Charlie Kirk's death and assassination, at this point, I really don't give a fuck about the Epstein files right now. I'm so angry, but I am feeling better that justice is being served now because they got the killer into custody. Thank you to the father of that killer. But don't go blaming the father. He did the right thing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the father's a killer. I'm saying he did the right thing, turned his son in because he's the killer. But anyways, yeah, we need to rid ourselves of you left-wing liberal motherfuckers. Deny and deflect. Typical. Democratic Party, you have lost. You're losers. And you don't see it because you're delusional. And fuck you, Islam. You are not bringing your shit to my country. Fuck you. Granted, if you want to come here to better your life, fine. Go through the legal process. You keep your Sharia law back where it came from. Because you are not bringing that shit here. Just live your life like a normal person. That is all I ask. But yeah, that Sharia law shit, You fuck off with that shit. That's why England and Europe are no longer the countries they used to be, because they let that shit happen. They did. Well, maybe that's why I'm more of a patriot and mega than most people are, because if that you bring that shit to me, I'm killing it. I'm terminating it. Even if it terminates me. You're not bringing that. See, we're stronger than Europe. Our will is stronger than Europe.